What's going on, everybody? It's Madden, the Legend Beast of Brawler 16 here, and today we're going to go over the top 5 most game-changing cards in Madden 21 so far, the month of August 2020. Now, I don't really mean the best card, even though they're often synonymous, the best and most game-changing, but I mean cards that, like, they literally change the game. Like, the moment they're in, they make an immediate impact. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start with an honorable mention, and it's this boy right here. Michael Finley. Now, the only reason he's an honorable mention is because I have not used him enough. I have used them the least of all the cards. I've used all the top end cards of the game. Okay, I went like on a 4 million coin spending spree, and like I've like bounced around from cards to cards. And this Finley card, he was one of the last ones I used. Actually, the last Steam Diamond I used, and he is absolutely god tier. I love this card so much, but I just don't have enough data on him yet. But this 6'5" frame, his spec catch, the way he just boxes out and just erases people from like the game is absolutely amazing. And his route running is so good. Like, this is the premier tight end you need to be using, as much as it pains me to say because I love Zach Ertz, but we already know how it goes with no yak Zach. But starting out the list at number 5 is Barry Sanders. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is Barry Sanders so low? Now hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Barry Sanders is by far the best running back in the game. But that's the thing. He's a running back. And I don't think running is too much the meta this year. I mean, even when it was last year, it wasn't Barry. It was Eric Dickerson and whatnot. But the thing with Barry, and my issue with Barry, is that yes, he is the best running back. But the things I do with Barry, I can pretty much do with McCaffrey or Warwick Dunn, if that's, you know, more your flavor. And that's really the issue here. Like, Barry is great, okay? I don't have the stick skills to use them. But the thing about Barry is, like, most of the plays that I run would work with like any other running back. Like, there's probably there's a couple plays that instead of a first down, it became a touchdown because of Barry. But I mean, look at this clip right here with McCaffrey. Like maybe Barry would have made this a touch. I can't remember. Oh no, this was a touchdown. Actually, it was not, because I had no thumb skills. But you know, maybe Barry would have made that a touchdown. But like, I'm not exactly hurting by using McCaffrey. You know, someone who is a million coins. I could save 800,000 coins and use somebody else. However, that doesn't mean Barry isn't game changing. He definitely changes your entire, your opponent's entire game plan the moment he's in. It's just that, I have to justify why he's so low on the list compared to the next couple of entries I really want to talk about. I just wanted to show you guys, like, there's not a 800,000 coin difference between McCaffrey and Barry Sanders. But next on the list, and I think you guys know, it's both of these guys. Maybe I'm cheating a little bit. Maybe I'm cheating by doing this. But Mark Clayton and Tyreek Hill. That boy Tyreek. That boy Mark. These guys will transform your entire offense. Lickety split. Okay? And now why is that though? Why these two and not why Roddy White, or why not any other receiver like Ed McCaffrey? And it's very simple. Deep route running is so good, right, to create separation. Now, we are in a man meta, okay? Like, man coverage is being played left and right, rightfully so. It's a great coverage, but the fact, like, that I can create separation on zones, on man, combined with their speed, they have top tier speed in the game. And of course, the ability of Slotomatic if you decide to put it on Mark Clayton. The reason why, now Roddy White is not that far below him. It's the same thing with the McCaffrey / Barry Sanders situation. Roddy White can easily be up here. But the reason why I choose these guys, that deep route running, their ability to create separation even on man press, the ability to beat, check this one play touchdown out. Okay, if this was any other, and I've used Roddy with route technician, he's great, but he ain't no Tyreek Hill. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't got no burners like that. And that's why I think it's very essential. Like, when you see Tyreek Hill, your entire game plan changes, right? If you're the defense, you have to account for Tyreek. There is no way you don't just, there's no way you just don't notice him. You don't just set and forget, if you guys get what I'm saying. Same thing with Mark Clayton. And even more so with Mark Clayton, because of his Slotomatic ability and the fact that he's underrated. Not many people, especially our generation or the younger generation, I'm only like 20, in my mid-20s, dog. But the younger generation, we don't really know about Mark Clayton, you know what I'm saying? But you know, these old heads, they'll tell you Dan the man to Mark Clayton. Sheesh. Sheesh. But yeah, they definitely changed the game. Now, the next players, and I'm cheating again. Adrian Wilson, Isaiah Simmons. My God. First of all, we already know about Isaiah Simmons. 90 speed, 88 hit power, 6'4". Like, this man is a freak. He's an athlete. But Adrian Wilson is single-handedly the most disrespected, the most underrated, the most underappreciated card I have ever played with. This card is wicked. This card is downright disgusting, downright filthy. Like, most of my best defensive highlights have come from Adrian Wilson. This card is absolutely disgusting. He's only an inch shorter than Isaiah Simmons, but just like most of my defensive highlights have come from these two. Like, these two are amazing. Now you might be wondering, why am I not putting Asante Samuel or, you know, Justin Smith? Or so here's the thing, right? Asante Samuel is great. I think he is the best corner in the game. But he's like maybe a fraction of a hair better than Bly and better than Vincent. Like, just a fraction. Because I have clips with Asante Samuel that's like spectacular. But I have even more clips with Troy Vincent, believe it or not. But and then edge threat is more about edge threat rather than the actual players, right? I think, you know, the idea of edge threat is stronger than the actual players that wield them. But regardless, like, as you see in the background, Isaiah Simmons and Adrian Wilson, they are user gods. They are lurk machines. And like, even see, look at that. Look at that. Like, that is just beautiful how Isaiah Simmons plays that. He will jump, like, he jumps everything. But not just on zone and man coverage, he jumps it from a spy. He's my favorite person to leave on the spy. And it seems crazy to do that. Look at that hit stick. It seems crazy to do that, to leave someone of Isaiah Simmons caliber on a spy. But that 6'4" frame, 90 jump, I mean, it allows him to pick off a lot of like slant and mid routes. Just look at this. Look at that one-handed spectacular intercept. I just love these two. You guys need these two, one or the other. There is no DB. Look at that hit stick. Listen, I have let these clips play on just as they are. Edmonds is amazing too. He might go on my top 5 most underrated players. I love Edmonds, but it is just amazing what these players will do to your defense. Like, I cannot put one without putting the other. They are essentially the same player. They are the same animal but different beasts, or is it same beast, different animals? I'm not really sure which one it is, but it doesn't matter. Look at all these hit sticks. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. You gotta get both of them, not one, not the other, both. But I mean, of course, you know, only if you can afford it, because if not, there's other people like Chin or Evans or whatever. But I'm just saying, you're definitely getting your money's worth. Like it's amazing. So, number 2 on this list, to nobody's surprise. Maybe it's a surprise if you thought he was number 1. But Lamar Jackson. Big trust. Love this guy. Real life, as a football player, and definitely as a Madden card. This card is phenomenal. What more need you say about the great Lamar, about the big trust himself? Like, first of all, the fact that you can scramble without escape artist is huge. Escape artist sucks, by the way. It absolutely drains your stamina. It sucks. But the fact that you can not only escape the pocket, but actually perform Lamar-like moves without, you know, abilities, it's a big game changer, in my opinion. Like, it's absolutely phenomenal, to the point where I'm running 2 QBs, right? I run a 2 QB system because, like, I don't need abilities on Lamar to do great. This card, he makes all of his passes. He can scramble. He can, you know, juke and spin, you know, and he's only going to get that much better as the year goes on. And it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, the read option with Lamar, it's a legitimate scheme in of itself. And then you combine that with the likes of, you know, someone like Barry or McCaffrey or Dunn or even Jerome Bettis, where you have to stack the box and bring that big behemoth down. He becomes so much more dangerous. Like, look at that absolute bullet. Don't get it twisted. He can run, but he can also pass. I have not noticed any, like, absolute absolute errors with him. Like, look at these one-play touchdowns. These are consistent with Lamar. If you're like so focused on the run game, you're going to get torched every single time by Lamar. He will make his throws. You combine him with Hill, you put him around an offense he can thrive in, it's no contest. This is probably he could be number one. He really could be number one as the most game-changing card because he's so accessible. Everybody has him. Like, if you have better stick skills than I do, then you can definitely make this work. Like, sure, you can plan it around, put contains on him, but he can still make his passes. He's no bum. And I absolutely love that EA does not make it dependent. Like, you have to have escape artists. You don't. You have to have evasive. You don't. They got nerfed and they suck now. But without spending too much time on this, because I think this video is long enough, the most game-changing card in the game, Dan Marino. Go back and look at every single clip on offense that I put featuring, you know, Barry, Tyreek, Clayton. Dan Marino, he is mathematically better than everybody else. The fact that you can get like hot route master and then basically just for 2 points get hot routes on every single eligible receiver on the field, there's no more. I need not say more. It's Dan Marino. Like, the man makes every throw, every route. He's just God tier. So that's my list. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you like my video. Dislike if you did not. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.